Major funding for these broadcasts is made possible by grants from Chase Commercial Term Lending and New York Community Bank, M&T Bank, Perfect Building Maintenance, Capital One Bank, the Wickoff Group, Genova Burns, Giantomasi Webster, Greenberg Traurig. Additional funding is provided by grants from AKA Hotels, Corman Communities, Aerial Property Advisors, AVR Realty Company, Bank of America Merrill Lynch, Bank Leumi USA, Briarwood Organization, CBRE, Citizens Bank, Colliers International NYC, CPEX Real Estate Services, Cushman & Wakefield, Customers Bank, DDG, Dime Savings Bank of Williamsburg, Douglaston Development, Levine Builders, Fisher Brothers, First Nationwide Title Agency, Flushing Bank, Foley & Lardner, Friedman LLP, Gemini Real Estate Advisors, HAP Investment Developers, Herrick Feinstein, Investors Bank, James D. Kuhn Real Estate Institute at Syracuse University, James Orphanides, Chairman USRealty.com, John Katsimides, Red Apple Group, Kilroy Architectural Windows, New York's Window Company, Madison Realty Capital, Massey-Knuckle Realty Services, Matone Group, Mercantile Commerce Bank, Meridian Capital Group, Newmark Grubb Knight Frank, New Banks, MHP Real Estate Services, People's United Bank, SJP Properties, Sterling National Bank, Sterling Risk, Stonehenge Partners, TD Bank, Terra CRG, The Continuum Company, CUNY TV Foundation, The Moynihan Group, Urban American, and These Friends.
East Harlem, the Bronx, windows, cutting casements out of windows, running a truck, selling ices, doing shoe repair, doing a variety of things, working in a brassiere factory, and then becoming one of the preeminent steel window manufacturers in the country. I have Candido Perez today. Thanks for being here.
Very welcome. Thank you for the invitation.
So you tell me that your dad comes over from Spain, right?
The family, the grandfather, the great-grandfather was from Spain.
So when did they come over to Puerto Rico, the great-grandfather?
It had to be in the 1800s, early 1800s.
And in Puerto Rico, what are they doing in Puerto Rico, the family at that time?
Honestly, the majority of the things that was done there was sugarcane.
They were in the sugarcane, working on the sugarcane place. And your father, it's 1947 when he comes over.
That's correct, yeah.
At that time, your mother stayed there. He comes over alone, and he comes over, and during that year, he brings like 7 of you over, right?
Exactly 8.
Okay.
8, and mom and dad.
8, mom and dad. And your father couldn't really find a job, and he goes on welfare when he first moves here. And subsequently, I don't know how you fit the 8 in, but it was a little on 102nd Street off 2nd Avenue?
102nd Street and 2nd Avenue.
How big was the apartment?
It was a 1-bedroom apartment.
So you had 10 people, and your father can't find a job. And subsequently, how did he become a house painter in Fort Lee, New Jersey?
Well, he was able to, through a friend, was able to get a job doing painting, fire escapes, windows, and stuff like that. And eventually, the same company was doing a job out in Fort Lee, New Jersey. He was working off a ladder. And the owner of the project came down and asked the boss if he had insurance on that man that was standing up 40-foot ladder up in the air. And the guy told him no. So he said, well, that man doesn't work for you anymore. He works for me.
And that man was your dad?
That was my dad.
So he went to work for this guy in Fort Lee?
That's correct. It was a housing project, private housing, And,
so he continued over there?
Yes, he went into painting apartments and hallways and stuff like that. And he worked there for about 22 years.
And then the family moves Move to a larger apartment, like uptown, a little further.
Once he started working, well, it was way before when we moved out. As soon as he got a job, he moved us out. We moved to 125th Street, right off Amsterdam Avenue.
Where you had one of your first jobs, right?
I had my first job was shining shoes, and had my own.
Right next to the subway?
Right next to the staircase coming down, and on Broadway there.
You were about 8 at this time?
I was about 9 years old then.
You try a pair of shoes for a nickel.
Nickel and a dime, yeah.
Nickel and a dime, and sometimes you get a nice tip over there.
Sometimes I got a quarter, which back then, that was huge money.
And then what? You got a job once in a bodega or a supermarket? They didn't have supermarkets over there at that time.
No, there was a supermarket. It was right on 124th Street, right off Amsterdam Avenue. And we used to go there to carry groceries for the people. Back then, you know, few people had cars, so basically we used to take the groceries and carry it in the head, and sometimes my neck was down.
So you did that in addition to working in the shoe shine?
That's correct, yeah.
So when did you go into the paraguas, the icy business?
Actually, a couple of years later, I started working with the piraguas, and that was pretty good. But back then, the cops, they used to take the scraper away from you, put you out of business.
Why they take the scraper away? They were worried that
you're making too much money.
Oh, did they want a piece, or they just?
I don't know.
So okay, so now the entrepreneur is in the paraguas, you know, the shoe shine, delivering, and also, as you said, you were an enterprising person. You might have played some games of thrill, called Monte.
The first time I learned how to play craps, I actually had, I think, 20 cents, and I wanted to take a buddy of mine to the theater. And the theater back then was 14 cents.
Was this uptown?
This was 125th Street in Harlem, where you had 5, 6 theaters.
Right, because 125th Street, the Victoria, the other ones.
The Western, the Sunset, the RKO. So basically, the theater was 14 cents. So I told my buddy, I said, I'm going to gamble 6 cents. If I'm able to get enough to take you to the theater, then you go with me. Otherwise, you stay out. I'm going. Actually, with those 6 cents, I probably made $1.50, and we went to the theater. We had a great time, dined out, the works.
Now, later on, your parents moved up to the Bronx, right?
Yeah, later on, the apartment we had was taken over. They were going to build projects. So we ended up moving to 170th Street and Park Avenue. And that's where my father bought his first home. Now we had a mansion.
He bought the house?
He bought the house, yeah.
And how many, at this time, you had 14 in the house, including your mother? 16?
No. No, at this time, there were 2 other kids that were born. So they were basically 12 of us.
So you all lived there. Now, where were you in the pecking order of this?
I was the 5th.
You were the 5th.
Yes.
Now, you told me you wanted to be an auto mechanic, and you at that time, that was the in between the other businesses and everything, and you go to this Bronx vocational school. Where was the vocational school located?
This was I believe 152nd Street and Morris Avenue in the Bronx. It was a school that really, at that time there were so many gangs all over the place, and the gangs used to tell the teachers, you know, what to do or what not to do. So basically I was wasting my time there. So I was never able to really get into studying to be an auto mechanic. You know, right now, something goes wrong with my car.
So you dropped out of school.
I dropped.
And then you got this job in a brassiere manufacturer with the wire. What were you doing over there?
Well, basically, my job was to straighten the wire out and cut it to the size that they needed to make the casing for the brassieres. And basically, I had an accident there. I got my 3 fingers caught in a machine, and that was the end of my brazier career.
So how did you find the job in the casement, in the really not the window business at that time, in the cutting of steel? And
Well, like I said, my oldest brother, used to work for a company that used to share the same building with this other company that was there. And they asked him if he had somebody that needed to work. And my brother brought me to this place, and I got hired.
so you were what, 18, 19 at this time?
I was basically, no, I wasn't 18 yet. I was just about going to be 18 years old.
And what was your job at this time? Because you really didn't have any skills.
I had no skills, but I found out that I was very good with my hands, and I picked up very fast.
And what was what kind of business were they in?
They were into the repair of steel windows. They used to do all kinds of repairs.
Gates or both?
Well, the windows themselves, they warp. So we used
These
to...
were wood windows?
No,
or
these are
aluminum?
steel windows, steel casement windows. So these windows, they warp, and we got to straighten them out so they operate properly. And then we used to do like, back then, that's when air conditioning came into play. So a lot of these buildings, they had these casement windows, and they couldn't put air
This was
conditioning.
A&S?
This was A&S Associates, yeah.
Now, A&S, as you said to me, was owned by a couple of people, like 2 or 3 partners?
It was 2 people. It was an Italian fellow and a Jewish fellow. The Italian fellow was the one that started the business. His name was Angelo. And Lou came later on. Lou used to be a glass salesman. So he bought into the business, and they became partners.
So when Lou gets into the business, did they expand their business?
Well, basically, they were still working out of the same office
In Queens?
in right off Roosevelt Avenue in Queens, yeah. And basically they did. That's when they decided to buy a window company out. They bought out this Detroit company.
Now, Detroit Window was a window manufacturer
They were a huge window manufacturer.
based in Queens?
No, they were out in Detroit, Michigan.
All right.
Yeah, they were from Detroit. And they went out, they bought basically the machinery, the assets, the dies. And then they moved to another building, which was probably a 10,000 square foot building.
So they took the assets of the company from Detroit, moved the business to New York City, to Queens.
To Queens, yeah.
And at this time, they were also in the repair business, and now they started to manufacture.
That's correct.
And you're working in the repair section of this business.
I work in the repair section, and when there was nothing going on outside, then I would come and work on the inside, putting windows together, making doors, stuff like that.
And now you're there, what, about 7, 8 years at this time?
Yeah, probably 8, 9 years.
And your wife, you're expecting a baby, one of your kids, and you're earning, what, $110 a week?
$110 a week, correct.
And you go to Louis, and you say to Louis, you're paying the other guys in the factory, in the warehouse who are doing this $170 a week. Louis, I want to get paid the same $170 a week.
Correct.
And Louis says, Candido, you're a nice guy, but you're going to get paid $110 a week. And then the guy who always had a little gambling instinct into him, or try to nerve to do it, says, you know what, I'm going to give notice. So you told Louis, Lou, I'm giving you 2 weeks notice?
I gave him a 2 weeks notice. The other partner actually had a heart attack.
Oh, that's the person. Angelo had the heart attack.
Angelo had the heart attack. Actually, he was on the job site. He had a heart attack and passed away. So Louis bought out his part of the business. And, well, he was a little, what we call maceta, you know, didn't want to let go of the dollar. So basically, I gave him 2 weeks notice, and
that you were going to go out on your own. You hadn't. Now you had saved up over this period of time $300.
That's correct.
and you had some tools that you had accumulated.
That's correct.
And you go to your wife and you say, I'm going into business. I'm going to buy this truck or a...
I'm buying a truck, and
So you bought a truck. You had $300. How much was the truck?
$150.
So you had $150, and you go, and then Louis says to you, Candido, no, don't leave. I'll pay you the $170.
That's correct, yeah.
And you say, I'm going out on my own as an installer, as a repair person. And as luck as it would be, Louis needs you now, right?
He couldn't handle the work that year, and that year I think I made more money off of him than I did all the years I worked for him, because now I was subbing the work from him. So it worked out very good that first year, and it kept working. In the summers I used to do very well, but then the winters I had to put the truck away and go out and get a job. And I probably did that for about 4 or 5 years.
And then what do you do next?
Well, then I was able to get a paycheck out of my business eventually. And then after a while, I decided to expand a little bit, and I ended up buying a business out in Astoria called Triborough Glass.
Now, you bought that was what? That was $2,500 or something at that time?
Yeah, around $2,500.
But when you bought Triborough Glass, you also got a building tied in.
Well, it wasn't a building. It was a store that we were renting. And I got a truck from it, and I got a few pieces.
The Harvester truck, right? The International Harvester.
I got the International truck out of that. So it worked out very well. I got into something I wasn't familiar with.
So what was the business at this time now?
The business of Astoria Glass was basically, they used to do a lot of storm windows, screens, tabletops, and glaze. They used to go out and repair glass.
So now, at this time, you now have employees working for you.
I probably had 2 employees working back then.
And so you're the salesman and also the man in the warehouse doing the work.
Well, most of my work was done outside, not in the warehouse.
No, I mean in the locations.
In the location, basically I had a man, Mr. Lopez, that came to work for me, who was the one that sold the first house to my father. And it was a later age. He must have been 65 years old, but he had just remarried, so.
He needed a job. So Mr. Lopez is working there, and you said to me that you were always very close with your dad, and your father moves back to Puerto Rico at this time.
That's correct, yes.
And you say, I want to, I get some brothers here, and they'll watch over the business.
That's what I thought.
And you and the family, you take your wife and the kids, and you move down to Puerto Rico, and you buy a digger, right?
Backhoe, yeah.
A backhoe. And then what, 3 months later, you find out that...
About 6 months later, I got a call from Mr. Lopez telling me that if I didn't come down right away, that might as well close the doors, and that we had no credit whatsoever from any of the suppliers. So I told my wife, look, I got to go back. I don't know how long it's going to be before I send for you, or if I send for you, or maybe I just come back. But, I came back and it was a disaster. I had no credit with all my suppliers. So basically what I did, I went to visit all my suppliers, and actually they put me back in business. They told me, forget about what you owe, and I know you're good for it. Just come and pick whatever you want.
So you come back, and this is before you go into the window manufacturing business.
This was back in late 74.
And so it's 74 because you created Optimum in 85.
85, correct.
So what happens from 74 to 85?
Well, 74 to 85, I lost the lease of the store that I had. So I ended up buying another property a block up.
Also in Queens.
Also in Queens, that this property had actually 2 old railroad apartments up on top, and it had a big store on the bottom. So I actually ended up fixing the apartments on top and moved the whole family there. Moved my family there, and that's when my wife started working. I moved my family in there, and I took the shop and made a store out of it. And we had a similar shop to what we had before.
Okay, doing window repairs.
Doing window repairs.
Also making tabletops.
Tabletops, selling storm windows. Back then, they were very popular. People didn't want to replace their windows, so they put a storm window, which back then was cheap, $30, $35.
So you sold the storm windows and you installed them also.
That's correct.
But you didn't make the windows at that time.
No. No, back in, I would say 81, I bought a building up in Bathgate in the Bronx. Which used to be a company that used to sell all kinds of building materials, and including windows. A company called Julia's Oil Lines. So I ended up buying that building, and actually I got a list of the different manufacturers that they used to buy from. And I was able to make contacts with them. And now we used to buy windows and install windows. And
So when do you decide to create the entity called Optimum, one, and when do you decide to go into the manufacturing of steel windows?
well, back in '85, I had a representative from this company called Seco
That's the company in Italy.
in Italy. Yeah, came in with samples and wanted to sell me products,
He wanted to sell you steel,
steel windows.
right? But he wanted to sell you the steel or the windows?
No, the windows themselves. So basically, I knew there was a demand for a fire-rated window. So my discussion with him, I told him, look, if you guys make me a product that I could sell as a fire-rated windows, I'm not interested in selling your product, but I buy the steel and I'll make the windows myself. This was in '85. So I would say late '85, we started the operation. We rented a building up in Casanova Street in the Hunts Point area. And
So how many people at this time was there? What was Optimum? It was you and about 7 people at this time?
yeah, we had about 7 people working there. Actually, I never worked there myself. At that time, I had my son. Had just started working with me, so I had him in the plant, and I had sent him to Italy for he spent about 3 months in Italy, learning the operation.
So where were you at this time?
Well, I was at my original company, which was Alta Steel Window.
Right,
on Bathgate Avenue.
In Bathgate. So you have the steel window, and then you have Optimum Window.
That's correct, which I just started.
And then you decided, because Alta Steel Window was really in the installation business.
That's correct.
Correct. And when do you decide to leave the alteration, the installation, and go completely into the manufacturing of windows?
Well, what happens here, we had a tragic accident on Casanova Street where my plant manager was killed. So I decided to move the plant up to Warwick. Now I was about an hour and 10 minutes away, so I used to drive back and forth to Warwick. But meantime, while I'm taking care of this company, the other company's going downhill. The Alta Steel Company, which was a very good company.
Which was the installation company.
Installation company.
And also a competitor, you know, to some of your companies who you were selling windows to.
That's correct. So in a way, I felt guilty of doing that. So that's when I decided I'm going to go completely into manufacturing and get rid of the other business.
So
when
do you move up to Warwick? What year?
I moved to Warwick up in 90, I would say 1990 probably.
And how big is the warehouse at this time?
This time we got 40,000 square feet.
And how many, so you had 7 people at the company, and now you're about 30, 35?
Yeah, I would say we had, no, it wasn't that big because we were only making the one product. So we had about 22 people working in there. And what happens there is that we lose the lease of this building also. The building, the owner lost it to the bank, and the bank sold it under us, and we knew nothing about it.
So now you move up to the true Catskills, to Ellenville.
Now we moved to Ellenville. So now we have a building which is basically 110,000 square feet. We occupy probably 10,000 square feet, and the rest of the building's empty. So again, I started adding different lines to basically make up and
So what is today the company, which is going to be celebrating its 30th anniversary next year, is one of the leading steel window manufacturing, but you say there are other products. What other products do you make?
well, we make fire-rated products. We make maximum detention windows
For prisons.
for prisons, yes. And we make windows for high-end homes, like we did Tom Brady's house out in California. And we have done quite a few big names.
And then you also do the tilt.
We do a tilt and turn window, which is an aluminum window. That's the only aluminum window we make. A tilt and turn terrace door out of aluminum. But 95% of my business is steel.
And you sell through through distributors?
We sell mostly through window dealers. We have reps basically throughout the country that rep our product, and they're basically commission reps. But most of our sales is through dealers.
So let's talk about family. Your wife, who is with, her name is?
Maria,
That's what I thought. Maria's been, you and Maria are going to be married 50 years,
it'll be 50 years this coming July.
right? And how many, you have Candido Jr., who's running, you know, the factory and everything right now up in Ellenville.
You know, we have 5 kids.
Besides Candido, what are the names of the others?
We have Deborah, Jeanette, Darlene, and Evelyn. 4 girls and 1 boy.
And what do the girls do?
Well, my 2 oldest girls, one is a city marshal, and the second girl runs the office, and she runs the outside. That's Darlene and Jeanette. And Deborah, she's a psychologist. She used to work with the state, but I believe she got a different
the last daughter?
Evelyn wanted to be a performer. She loved to dance, sing. So now she's starting to become a teacher.
And how many grandchildren do you have?
We have 11 grandchildren.
So, you know, for the kid who started with shoe shines, para aguas, a little gambling, a little, you know, supermarket work, you know, the brazier factory, you know, you're a true New York story, and I'm happy you were here with me today. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for the invitation, and it's a pleasure being here.